Hey, Rafa, just sneaking in the corner there. Yeah, it's okay.
He's ready.
He's ready to go. Well, we'll take a quick break. We'll put a microphone on Rafa, and we'll chat with him about his win. But the story of the day for the moment, I love it. Maria Sharapova sent out in stunning fashion in the second round. Rafa survived. It was a tough match, and we'll talk about that when we come back. Another successful transition from red clay to grass, and then the sneak attack moments ago. Rafa, you don't do things timidly very often, but little miscommunication. We love it, though. That's great. Here he is, right on schedule. Thank you for coming in. Boy, your match today against Ernst Gulbis, a lot of tension, very tight, very close match. The first time you play him, but you knew the serve was big, the forehand was big. Is this what you expected?
Yeah, I expected. Very tough match, so happy for the victory. Today I'm very happy because I know I beat against one very tough opponent, so I did well. Happy.
We like to watch you play a bit. I think everybody knows about the physical strength, but we enjoy watching you mentally. You figure out an opponent in the match and make the adjustments when something isn't working. You're always able to kind of make a small move, an adjustment, and figure the tactics out.
Well, thank you. Yes, sometimes I have to do some small changes because if not, it's impossible. No, today he starts serving very well.
The slice, you began to use the slice a lot more. You saw it bothers his forehand. It was
I use the slice sometimes because he played the forehand with big power and it's very difficult to control. No? So sometimes for change a little bit the rhythm.
We were also talking about during your match in your first round, you were standing really close to the baseline to return serve, but your serve was so big that you actually played it more like a clay court match where you're a long way back, so you could put the spin on the ball, big hit on the ball.
Yes, I tried in the beginning, play aggressive inside the court. I love play like this here on grass. No, I played last week on Queens like this, playing very aggressive, returning very inside court, but well, today was very tough because he has very good first serve, but the second serve is coming very, very strong too. No?
Chris, they talk about that, having to play on grass, make adjustments, be able to think your way out of situations. If you only have one plan,
that's great. We'll talk about now the big one's out of the way. So now the soccer, the football, the important one now.
You want to shift off? Let's not shift off tennis. So we should show the highlights of the match here because it was a very good match and not much between these guys. Walking out, and Gulbis seems to be a guy who is not very experienced but likes the big stage, and he wasn't afraid out there, and he would take the first set 7-5. Any concern at that point? Are you thinking I'm in trouble?
Oh, when?
After the first set.
After the first set.
Sure, no, I have one love 30. In the first game when I served in the second serve, he missed one forehand, so that's very important for me. Later, you know, he had some mistakes in the 1-1 for have the break.
So many drop shots against you. He gave you a lot of trouble with the drop shots.
Yes, I did very bad with when I ran into the drop shots. But I didn't win anyway.
It seemed like both of you guys were slipping around a lot on the court. Did you feel like that court was more slippery than normal? Especially him. He must have fallen down 10 or 11 times.
I don't know. I felt well. I slept 2 times.
A couple of times.
Yes, but
not too bad.
Not too bad, in my opinion.
Every time people ask you, well, what do you think you've done to improve on the grass or get better on grass? And then you have to remind people, didn't you make the final? I mean, two years in a row here, you've had pretty good results on grass.
I did very well.
Is there still more to do, you think? Are you very close to...
No, I think I did very well the last 2 years, but I am young, and if I want to be in the top positions for the next years, if I want to continue and win important tournaments, one of these important tournaments are Wimbledon, in clay too, but in hard, every play, I have to continue to improve, no? I didn't improve on grass. That's impossible because I only play 2 tournaments in all the season. But
your game improves.
Probably my game improves in the rest of surf races. I'm a more complete player, and that can help me a little bit more on grass.
I've got to ask this question also because Brad Gilbert likes to watch you practice all the time, and he feels like he gets a lot out of watching you practice. And he said the other day he was at a Rangi and you were serving for 45 minutes, and he thinks you were serving close to 140 miles per hour. Now, is that something you've been working on, the big first serve to get some more power?
140 is too much.
But, he exaggerates a little bit.
He's pretty good with the clock, though. He's actually pretty good with the clock, but he says you're trying to get some more speed.
Yeah, I was trying to serve. I like to be confident with myself, especially when I'm playing in these surf races, because it's very important. I know if everything is normal, I'm going to have chances for half a break.
That's right.
But the important thing is don't lose.
Now, Nicholas Kiefer is next. He's a tricky player. He's a strange player mentally. What do you think of that match?
Well, I played against him this year 2 times. I won against him in Miami, and I won against him in Davis Cup. But tough matches. No?
Also, that section there, Troitsky, he was up 2 sets to love against Stepanek, and that's played right behind us here. Stepanek's up 5-1 in the 5th, so a 2-set recovery.
Other half of the draw, but what was the reaction, Novak Djokovic going out in straight sets yesterday? Does that send some excitement around the locker room? People take notice of when there's a surprise like that?
I didn't know because I wasn't in the locker room. No, but well, Novak was doing very well for 1 year, probably 1 year and a half. He never will have had one lose like yesterday in the second round of one Grand Slam, because he did semi-finals, finals, semi-finals, final all the time. Master Series the same, playing very well. So something like this can happen to everybody one day.
Now, the event that's making you nervous, a little more than an hour, Spain, Russia. They got through past Italy in penalty kicks. How nervous were you, Rafa, watching that penalty kick?
Unbelievable.
I mean, you're just holding your breath because one miss on a kick and it could be over. And that's disaster for Spain, right?
It was unbelievable, yes. I was watching all the penalties in the last 5 minutes of the time stand up. So we finished everybody in my house because we were watching with the rest of players.
They get the Spanish
jumping,
players.
Celebrating,
you're hosting a party tonight to watch the game for Russia.
Well, the Feliciano is coming, Albert Costa is coming, probably Almagro is coming. So.
And they actually have all of Australia supporting Spain as well, because the Russian team stole our previous coach, Hidik, the Dutch guy, who's now coaching Russia against Spain.
Well, so Spain should win, right? I mean, this should be.
We have to.
And then it could be Spain-Germany, just like you and Kiefer in the next round. Hey, Rafa, thank you very much. You can sneak off now. We appreciate that very much. And ESPN, too, will have coverage in the States of Russia versus Spain. That follows our coverage in a little bit more than an hour for the right to play the Germans in the championship match on Sunday.